Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. Hello, 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 hello. It is wonderful connecting with you, saying hi, hello, how do you do? What is happening with you? Blessings, 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 and more blessings I speak into you. For those who will be live, yes, 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 let's do it. For those who will hashtag and replay, I love it. For those who will be on and I don't know you on and I might not never know you on, I could appreciate that. And for those who will be used by God at some point down the road to encourage this here girl, let's make it do what it do. Okay? Let's make it do what it do. Blessings, 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 and more blessings are speaking to you. So we've been talking about living well, and our choices, right? Our choices make a difference as to whether or not we live well. Um, it's like what are your life rules? What are the things that are like non-negotiables for you? Um, and those kinds of things determine how well you live or not, right? What's allowed to come into your environment, you know? What's a norm? What's not a norm? So one of the things that's not a norm for me. uh, Good morning, Coop Coop. Good morning. So we were talking this. Let me go in the direction of the title today. Having childlike fun. Having childlike fun. As adults, we have responsibilities, and oftentimes those responsibilities will get in the way of having childlike fun. But I really want to introduce us back, those of us who got some age on us. I want to reintroduce us to childlike fun. I want to reintroduce us to childlike fun. Childlike fun. And number one, I think it'll help us to live longer. I think that it will bring an improved quality to our life when we decide that we are going to have childlike fun, right? When we decide that that's going to be how we live, that that's going to be a norm for us to engage in childlike fun. Because why not? Right? Because why not? Because um why not have childlike fun? Why not laugh a lot? Why not dream and imagine? Why not move our bodies to the best of our ability? Why not enjoy storytelling and you know find humor in lots of things? Why not? Why not have childlike fun? And so I really just invite us to that. I invite us to this idea of childlike fun. It's one of the things we do at the Queen's Adventure. We we be having some fun, y'all. We do. We be having some fun. Uh, we laugh, we enjoy, we stay up way too late, we eat too much junk, right? Um, and just find laughter in all kinds of places, right? In all kinds of places. And so I really do invite us to this idea of having childlike fun, right? I really do. I really invite us into that idea, because why not? Right? Because why not? Why not? Why would we not have childlike fun? Why would we put it off? Why would we do something different? Why would we be so serious that laughter is a rarity for us? Right? That laughter is a rarity. So I really just invite you to find somebody who's silly, who laugh a lot, who do silly things, right? Not silly as in irresponsible, but just, they find a reason to laugh, even when you don't. They find a reason to laugh. Um, I think we could use some of that. I know I could use some of it, right? I know I could use some of it. And so, whether it's a video, a comedy show, a memory, an experience, a picture, something that just causes you to erupt into laughter, right? Something that just causes you to erupt into laughter. Like, give yourself that. Give yourself that. It'll lighten your heart. It'll lighten your mood. It'll lighten your. It will enhance your experience. 10 o'clock. It will enhance your experience. All the things. And you know what? Life is way too precious. Life is way too precious to not decide to enhance our mood. Good morning, cousin. I love you too. I love you too. Yeah. Yeah. Life is way too precious to be too serious all the time. To be too serious. I think being too serious all the time, number one, I think is stressful. I think it's stressful. And I think we need to I'm looking at a video somebody sent me. I don't have the volume, but the video is funny. Ooh-wee, the video is funny. And so I really just invite us, right? Look, figure out what it is for you that you need, and give yourself that, right? Give yourself that which you need. Give yourself that. And yeah. And other than that, we just really want to, anyway, I got distracted there for a minute. Look, living well, a part of living well for me is having childlike fun. So one of the things I'm thinking about starting is like game nights Friday. I don't know if I'm gonna do it every Friday. That might be too much, but a Friday game night, maybe a first and a third Friday game night. Maybe once a month. But I just know that I want to maximize my days. Erica, good morning, honey bun. I just know that I really want to maximize the days that I get to have. I really want to maximize my life experiences. I really want to maximize my opportunities. So I'm looking for opportunities to laugh, not at other people's expense, but just like clean, wholesome. I mean, it don't have to be totally wholesome, but it depends on what you call wholesome. But it don't have to be all Puritan is, and Puritans weren't Puritans, so I'm not even gonna use that analogy. Because them boogaboos. Anyway. That was probably nightmarish life. Get out your head, Kathy. Get out your head. Knowledge is power, y'all. I'm just saying. Knowledge is power. Ooh-wee. I get why the info was hidden. I get why they didn't want to teach us our history. Because knowledge is power. That's for another conversation, though. I'm just saying. Ha! Laughter. Let's go back to laughter. Oh, do you have a laughing partner? Do you have a partner who you get with and y'all gonna laugh? Y'all gonna slap your side. Y'all gonna almost pee on yourself or you need to have a little bit of protection. It's just the truth. As we age, our bladder, yes, right. We need to take some precautions. Look, it's too late in the game to be sugarcoating stuff. And I'm not promoting being rude. I am not one of those people who I just tell it like it is. No, you probably rude as HE double hockey six. Right? You probably rude. And that ain't cool. Manage that. But I'm not into, pretending like stuff is not as it is. So let's just have the awkward conversations. Let's have the odd conversations. Let's have the I love intellectual conversations, y'all. I do. I be wanting to know, why do people do what they do? And how can we help them to do something different, including me at the front of the line when whatever I'm doing don't work? And how can we celebrate what they're doing that is well, that is life-giving, that's life-enhancing? All the things, all of the things. I love life. And a part of living well is laughing a lot. And a thing that stops you from laughing a lot is dealing with the people who got an axe to grind. They always see something negative in somebody. They always got an issue. They always, look, get out the car. Move, get out the way. No. I ain't got time. Even in in difficult situations, it just ain't cool. Right? Difficult situations, it's not. It is not cool. To just be the, what I want to call it, to be the, they say the Debbie Downer. Sorry, Debbie. Debbie is definitely not a downer. Not our Debbie. She is an upper. Mm-hmm. She is. Definitely not a downer. So you gotta find you gotta find your upper friends, your upper relatives, your upper people, your upper crew, right? Your upper crew. That even in the difficult times, they got some uppers. And I ain't pushing dope, y'all. I ain't pushing drugs. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That you gonna bust out laughing. Who are the people in your life who you know you're gonna be with for about 5 seconds? Okay, let's give it 60 seconds. 60 seconds, and you are going to laugh. You're going to laugh. What comes to the top of my mind is Reginald Dewberry. My brother Do. You gonna laugh. You gonna laugh, and his brother, Elder Johnny Horn. You gonna laugh. Because these two will crack you up. These two will crack you up. You are going to laugh at something if you are in these two presence for 60 seconds or more. I love it. I love that. That's something to think about. Who is in your life that you know? Now, with me, we'll get around laughing. Like good morning, Ray Price. Thank you for your prayers. I do laugh, but you're likely to have a deep conversation with me before we laugh. You just buyers beware, travelers beware. I want to be, I'm going to look at something and look at the meaning of it and what's the intention and what are the far-reaching implications. We gonna laugh. We gonna laugh. I promise you we gonna laugh. But we're probably not gonna laugh as fast as you would if you was traveling with Reg or with Elder. If you were in their company. You gonna laugh in their company. Devera L. Robinson. Oh my God. I'm just talking about the people who are in my life who I know you gonna laugh fast. Like these are the laugh igniters. These are the people like, it's without question. You guys, if you make 60 seconds with them and you ain't laughing, you better check something. Check it out. You're gonna laugh with these three people because they're gifted with laughter. They're gifted with fun. They're gifted with comedic kinds of ways. They're gifted with, you're too funny. You're worse than too funny. Yes, they are so funny. Right? They are. They gifted with it. You just get prepared. Like put on your extra padding for those of us who are aged. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Look, don't be pretending. Like I ain't got time for pretense. I'm 63. 60 and 3. Who got time to be pretending? Not me. So look, if you want to be cutesy and not, tell the truth about the truth, gotta do you. I don't care. That ain't none of my business. That ain't. What that lady say? Ain't nobody got time for that. Y'all remember when she became so famous? Ain't nobody got time for that. And they did all kind of memes for girlfriend. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for being serious all the time and reducing laughter because you don't know how to refocus your mind. Yeah, I'm gonna go deep on you in a conversation if it presents itself. Opportunity. I'm gonna probably find an opportunity. So I like insight and awareness and understanding and and change and transformation. And all of those things are like intriguing to me. I like fun too. I like fun. I do. I like fun. Anyhow, I love you. I do. I appreciate you. I value you. And at the moment that God gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited. We relinquished. You and I, we gave up the right to not be amazing. Let's have a game night, y'all. Game night, game night, game night, game day night. You know, I get sleepy early. Bye. Have a great day. See you in the morning. I'm game. Great.